See if we can get this. Oh fuck! Damn it. Okay. Nice little warm up though. Hey! Oh, I fucking tweaked my ankle so bad. Ow! Okay. I'm gonna try one more time and stick it.
One more time like this?
Oh!
I don't know, man.
That hurt really bad.
That's it. Let's go home. That's it.
Yeah! Yo!
When did it hit you that, like, yeah, like, I'm an addict, like, this is a problem?
That took a long time. Yeah, that wasn't right away. Because, I mean, like, as I mentioned before, right? Going through high school and everything like that, like, this shit was manageable for me, right? You know, I was able to go to school and all that stuff, so... Fuck, I was probably, like, in my 20s. You know, it wasn't 20 or 21, it was like 22, 23, 24. That was when I was like, okay, I don't even know if I can actually fucking manage this and do this anymore, you know? Then it started getting in the way of shit. Because when you get older, I mean, you stop living at home, or you try to stop. Responsibilities grow, you get a car, you know, things like that, you gotta pay insurance. Like, none of that shit worked out for me as an addict. But you only start to realize it as you're kind of thrown into life, you know? So, yeah. It took a while. It took a real long time to realize that. And even when I did, it's not like I was ready to accept it yet. I was kind of fighting with myself, like, oh, I can still manage this, you know? I can do it. I fucking fought with myself like that probably till the day I stopped doing drugs. This is kind of the harder stuff to talk about, I guess, but... So, like, yeah, I moved away, but I went back and forth a lot, you know, from here to Sudbury. Just see family, shit like that, I guess. But a lot of the times, no matter how long I was sober, if I went back there, I would go back and use. And I think a lot of the time, the time that I realized that this thing of mine was helping me was I went there just to go visit, and then I didn't really have anywhere to go. I had somewhere to stay, it just wasn't like a great place, you know. And I stayed there anyways, and I ended up using one night, and it wasn't like a huge thing, but I still felt kind of shitty. And then I told the person that I was staying with, like, I don't want to fucking make a habit of this, right? So, like, come tomorrow, we're not, you know, this isn't going to be a thing again. Like, come the next day, same shit. Like, that's all the person wanted to do. And I'm like, fuck, man, I can't be doing this shit. And I remember thinking to myself then and there, I'm a fucking skateboarder, dude. Like, that's not what I do. This is not what I do. So I left. And it was like the middle of the fucking night. You know, I didn't really have anywhere else to go. So I had to come back here. It's like a 4-hour drive. I made it. I think it was like 2 in the morning or some bullshit by the time I got back. But, yeah. And then I came back home and kept skating. So,
I remember when we went out after that.
yeah.
You told me that happened.
Yeah. Yeah, man. And the thing is, like, I got a lot of injuries now from skateboarding. And I'd rather be hurt like this than high like that.
Damn it! Fuck, stupid. Oh!
For real though, I'd rather be in this condition than in that condition. I could fucking barely walk sometimes, dude, but I know that I'm giving my body to skateboarding. And it's like a really late age for me, you know. It's not like I'm a fucking 12-year-old kid. I can't just like leap off every fucking thing and be okay.
You want a boost? Oh! Oh! Fuck, man. Oh! Fuck! I was this fucking close, man.
Yeah, okay, are you good?
Ow!
That is a big drop, dude. How you feeling?
What's it like up there?
I know that some of the stuff I'm dealing with right now is probably going to be permanent. But to me, this is a lot more worth it than that was. So I'm not stopping. And this is what I'm doing. Skateboarding kept me out of trouble in a sense where it gave me that feeling of family, I guess. I didn't realize it, and it took a long time to even get really to that point. I don't use things that are good. I don't use people telling me like, oh, you can do this and you're good at what you do, and I don't use those things, man. That's not what gets me up and moves me. It's just not, you know, I go to this dark fucking place, man. I don't even know if I want to like really explain where it is. But it comes from like deep within. I can tell you that. Yeah, I go somewhere, you know. And like I said, some people use the positive things that lift them up and move them and things like that. Maybe something their grandparents told them when they were young, or like whatever it is. I never had those things really, or something profound, like a saying or something like that, you know. It was all just like, you're not gonna make it.
And who said that to you?
My dad said that a lot. And he's gonna know that he was wrong. That's where it comes from. I've heard a lot more bad than I've heard good. So you can tell me whatever you want. It's not gonna hurt my feelings. It's not gonna make me stop. I feel like a lot of people just told me bad shit. It's not a good place. Where it comes from. And I think that's why I did it in such a short amount of time. You know, it was just like a lot to deal with at once. So I just like... my progression in skateboarding was more important to me than anything else. Just the only thing that I had, man. There's nothing else, really.
So I guess we need to start with you saying your name to the camera and who you are, or to me.
Alright.
Yeah.
So, Nick Melange, 28, grew up in Sudbury, and I'm a skateboarder.